Life at the southern U.S. border has visibly changed since President Donald Trump took office. Illegal crossings have plummeted, with apprehensions at the border down 90%, according to official U.S. data. The rapid change is plain to see at the Mexico side's many migrant shelters, especially in Tijuana, whose crossing into San Diego, known as El Chaparral, is one of the busiest in the world. As many as 200 migrants once slept on the concrete floors of the Juventud 2000 shelter, some overflowing onto the sidewalk. Shelter director Jose Maria Garcia says today that's closer to 20 visitors.
This year, with things changing completely and the lack of any aid programs for these communities, people are settling in the city, and perhaps some are trying to cross the border. But the reality is that the vast majority are staying here in Tijuana or in the border areas.
Garcia is not alone seeing change since Trump rescinded rights of asylum seekers, vowed to deport record number of migrants, and set aside $170 billion to immigration enforcement. Other shelters report drastic reductions too. The Ambassadors of Jesus shelter, a hilltop complex of dormitories, a church, and a school, has seen guests fall by more than half from 1,200 a year ago.
People are practically just waiting for Donald Trump's term to end to see what happens. The people who are staying with me are people who can't go back to their country or their city. Mexican speaking. Venezuelans say that if they go back to their country, they'll be punished. Cubans say the same thing. So what Venezuelans and Cubans do is get papers here in Mexico. And as we can see, they've already started their businesses and are waiting to see what happens.
Under U.S. law, the Biden administration welcomed asylum seekers for those with a credible fear of torture or persecution in their home countries. Migration surged to historic levels and the diversity of their home countries multiplied. Then, on January 20th, Trump invoked emergency powers to suspend asylum claims. The asylum shutdown and images of ramped-up immigration enforcement around the U.S. scared off would-be immigrants from leaving home. The Asylum shelter for Muslims has received migrants from less traditional source countries within the Middle East, Africa, and Europe. Abu Bakr Adam Ishaq, the shelter's imam, himself arrived in Tijuana 2 weeks before Trump's January inauguration.
You've had your own plans, but then with his coming, you knew that everything has shattered and you don't have anything to do and nowhere to go.
Adam says he fled what he called political persecution in Ghana. He was asked if he had a message for Americans who have shut migrants out.
I think they need to have compassion. They need to hear everyone's story. Not everyone is a bad person. And people have a lot to offer when they come in. Yes, we know how the situation is. They are trying to deal with violence and all that. But then people come from different backgrounds where they need to hear their story, know that these people are coming from this kind of places and they need relief and also a place to call home.